morning and welcome to Radio Friends on Friday, October the 27th. We've got one of the most interesting people that you'll ever meet. He doesn't always have good news for us, but he's interesting. SEAN SPENCE, Mid-Missouri Better Business Bureau. Good to have you here,
Good to
Sean.
see you, Paul.
Now, this guy, I mean, you specialize in educating us about scams that are moving into and out of central Missouri. And I always learn something from you. And you came in today, he threw a piece of paper at me today. Came in and I opened it up. And, wow, lottery scam warning in Missouri. Now, a lot of people buy lottery tickets, but there's a lottery scam?
Well, that's actually one of the top 10 scams anywhere in the country, in Missouri, in mid-Missouri. But the reason why I really wanted to highlight this is because this is the first time I've ever seen the State Lottery Commission down in Jeff City has issued a statewide warning about, kind of a large number of scams that they're having. And what happens is somebody's calling you at your house and saying, I know that we just had this multi-million-dollar prize and somebody else won that, but of course there are also smaller prizes and we're calling to let you know that you've won. And all you have to do to collect your winnings is pay your taxes or pay some other kind of fee. And they're trying to get you to write a check for $500 or $1,000 or something else so that you can collect your $100,000. And of course, the whole thing is just a scam where they're trying to take you.
Okay. First of all, I would imagine the lottery, if you won the lottery, they're not going to ask you to pay them something.
They are not, Paul. That's why you're not going to get scammed.
Right. I would think that your taxes are either taken out of your lottery winnings
they are.
Before you get it.
They are.
Right?
But somebody falls for what I just described to you every day somewhere in the country.
So you're telling me somebody could call you on the phone and say, you won the lottery, not the big lottery, but a smaller one. You won, won $10,000 or $15,000.
Exactly. Or $100,000. I mean, it could be huge. It could be real money. And this can happen. It can happen on the phone. You can get it on the email. You could even get it in social media. Just the one we've got going right now in Missouri that the Lottery Commission is warning about is happening over the phone.
So they're calling you on the phone, telling you you won a certain amount of money, but you cannot collect your winnings until you pay your taxes.
Right, taxes or some kind of fee or something like that. And that's all you have to do.
Who do you pay this money to?
Well, they have all kinds of people that you might end up writing it to, but it's not going to be to the state of Missouri. It's going to be to like Bob. It's literally you're writing it to a person or to some little fake entity, but mostly you're writing something to a person. You're using a credit card.
People really are falling for it.
People are absolutely falling for it. And I guarantee you somebody's going to fall for it today somewhere in the country. But this is happening all the time.
So keep this in mind. You're listening. And if somebody has called you and told you won the lottery, call Sean at the Better Business and let him know that you were the one. But since you heard about it on Radio Friends, you hung up on these people.
That's right.
And you're not going to give them the money.
That's exactly right.
Okay. Another one, we talk about truth in advertising.
Yes.
Now, this is kind of a touchy thing, isn't it? Because T-Mobile is getting dinged by the Better Business Bureau for claiming that they have the fastest cell network or the fastest internet network for the cell.
Yeah, anything on your phone. Yeah, and we bring this up. People don't necessarily know that one of the big things that Better Business Bureau does is looks into advertising and looks for false advertising, looks for false claims. And in this case, this isn't something that we found on our own, although we often do. In this case, their big competitors, their big wireless competitors have filed a complaint against T-Mobile. And what we found is that some of those claims actually were not a big deal, were not really them false advertising, but they actually have no real proof for being the fastest, and all of their competitors, of course, claim that they are not the fastest. And so this is just one of those things where you really have to look at it.
Okay, but now do their competitors really have the claim? Now, I hear other ones saying that they're the fastest too, but it also depends on how much congestion there is on the network at a particular time.
Absolutely.
Because in the middle of the night or perhaps early in the morning, you may have a really fast speed on your phone. But then when a lot of people are on, like when you've got a homecoming football weekend or a lot of people are in town, those speeds are going to go way down.
Yes, they are. Well, the reason to bring this up and why it's important to talk about on your show is because we're all cell phone users, and this is a perfect example of if you're going to buy T-Mobile, there are a lot of people who are going to buy T-Mobile today somewhere because they think it's the fastest. And if you're buying it for that reason, then you really need to look extra close and really make sure that you're getting what you want, because I'm telling you right now, you cannot 100% trust their advertisement.
Okay, all right. The other thing is Columbia man called because he bought something from a scam website, and they have been stealing his money.
Yeah, Paul, you know, sometimes...
Now, what happened here?
Well, you know, sometimes I like to share stories that have actually happened here locally, and this is a gentleman who called me. He's 70s, 80s, something like that, and bottom line is he bought something on the web. It was a website he'd never used before, wasn't familiar with it.
He gave his credit card.
He gave them their credit card. He never got what he ordered because it was a fake. And then not only did he lose his, you know, it was like $50 or $100, not a massive amount of money, but still important. But then they started taking money from him like every several days. And
From the credit card?
Yeah. And
Did he not call the credit card company?
Not, but he didn't figure it out. It took him a while. He wasn't, you know, you and I were talking that you look at your credit card every day, which is a smart thing to do. He wasn't doing that. So when he finally did look back, which was, you know, several weeks later, they'd been taking money from him every few days. And they could do that because he gave them all the information when he went to a fraudulent site.
Okay, then didn't he have recourse with his credit card company saying this is not real?
He did, but that then is a big hassle.
Right.
And you have to argue, and you have to provide documentation, and not everybody is going to do this. And it's just something that puts your money in jeopardy.
Right.
So if you're going to deal with an online company, make sure that you're 100% secure who they are and who you're dealing with.
And even though you're dealing with a very reputable company, there's all these hackings that are going on, and
Absolutely.
You can never really be sure. That's why, as I told you, I honestly do. I check my my bank account and I check my credit card account every day just to make sure that those charges that are on there I recognize.
I do too, Paul. I wish we could get everybody to do that.
Okay, if you have, if you suspect that you are part of a scam or someone has called you, give them a call at the Better Business Bureau.
Absolutely.
And what's your number?
886-8965, right here.
Okay, and if somebody calls you about the you winning the lottery, but they need you to pay them before you get your money, hang up on them because that's fake, and then give Sean a call at the Better Business Bureau.
Please do.
Let him know,
That's my job.
All right, thank you very much, Sean. Monday, we've got Rockbridge State Park anniversary, their 50th anniversary, and Columbia Entertainment Company. Bye-bye.